On tap, the top 10 beers. Hi, I'm James Knott, and this is your Better Beer Authority. We're wrapping up our second year of beer reviewing with another top 10 list. We've taken the list of the 44 beer reviews that we posted and whittled it down to our 10 favorites. I asked everyone on the show, including the behind the scenes guys, for their top 10 lists. I added up the points and came up with a list that represents our favorite beers of the year. First up, we had a Belgian-style Saison that really surprised us. It tasted different than almost anything that we've reviewed on the show and had a very unique aroma. It smelled like a bag of weed. And we liked it! At number 10 on our list, from the Omegang Brewery in Cooperstown, New York, Hennepin.
It took me back to when we were home brewing, and I ripped open that fresh bag of hops and stuck my nose in there. I felt like this was right on par with that. It's almost like smelling a bag of hops.
Yeah, it's not often that you get like that direct correlation to...
It's almost like smelling a dime bag. I mean, really.
I wouldn't know about that, but...
Richard Hartog sent us a 6-pack of beer from a brand new brewery that opened up this last year in Alexandria, Virginia. We had never heard of it and had no idea what to expect. Porter from the Port City Brewing Company impressed us enough to land at number 9 on our list this year.
But I think it'd be cool that if people were close to the area, you know, in Alexandria, to try this beer and to take note of it, you know, so as they start growing and doing new things, it'd be cool to kind of track that along the way.
Green Flash's West Coast IPA is probably their most famous beer, but when Adam Harms went looking for a stout or porter that we could review on the show at Kenny Road Market in Columbus, Ohio, our trusted source there recommended that we try their Double Stout Black Ale. Thanks for the recommendation. It was delicious, and Green Flash Double Stout Black Ale is number 8 on our list.
The taste of alone is just incredible. You know, I think it's pretty close to an oatmeal stout, but a little bit more on the imperial side with, you know, the hints of anise that are in there. It's got a real good roasted maltness to it that really works its way well with, I think, some of the sugary sweetness that's in there. So, I mean, overall, from start to finish, even from when you open the bottle till I find the bottom of this glass, it's been a pretty good drinking experience.
This was by far the beer that we were most excited to review. Most of us had never tasted it, but we weren't sure whether a beer with this much hype could live up to the expectations. Turns out, it could. Although this is not an everyday beer for any of us, it's a special occasion beer for almost all of us. Dogfish Head 120-minute IPA is number 7 on our list.
I would buy it and put it in my cellar and pull it out on special occasions. I mean, this is not something that you're going to go and drink every single day, but this is something that if you want to showcase some good beer over good wine or good liquor or something like that.
I mean, financially, you couldn't drink this every single day, and you definitely, I mean, you couldn't do this. I mean, you couldn't drink. I mean, you
well,
drink
maybe not you, but a wealthy guy like me.
Yes, this is true.
We do a lot of beers from Ohio because we like to promote our hometown heroes. This porter from Cleveland is already well known in the craft brewing community and makes us proud to be from Ohio. Great Lakes Edmund Fitzgerald comes in at number 6 on our list.
When you think of the Ohio beer scene, you have to think of Great Lakes up there at the top, if not at the top. I mean, definitely for me, the best thing to ever come out of Cleveland, Ohio.
And Great Lakes, as a brewing company, not just Edmund Fitzgerald, but their whole line of products. I mean, I've had all of their beers, and I think they're all phenomenal.
Now, in our first year of beer reviewing, IPAs had a hard time getting a fair shake on our show. But our tastes have evolved, and we've tasted some of the hoppiest beers out there. And when you see the rest of the list, you'll see why I'm declaring 2011 the year of the IPA. At number 5 on this list is a seasonal from Bell's Brewing Company in Comstock, Michigan, that we were buying whenever we could find it. Hop Slam.
But when the beer actually had a head on it, it came off with a very strong grapefruit scent. And then after the head started going down, I was getting more just a nondescript citrus and not just grapefruit.
Excuse me, Mark, that's where you're wrong. It started out with an apricot smell to it, and then it goes into the grapefruit smell. Just want to let you know that.
Thanks, Chef. Do your job and make me a pie.
This beer is not available in Ohio, so when I saw it on a trip out of state, I just knew we had to review it. It's a craft beer classic and our highest rated canned beer of the year. At number 4, we love the crisp, piney hops of Dale's Pale Ale.
We open it, we pour it, we smell it, we taste it. And I'm impressed, James. There's no way that this taste should be coming out of this can. I don't think I've ever had a can of beer that tastes so good. We can't get it in Ohio, but anybody out there around the country, if you can get your hands on Dale's Pale Ale, pick it up. It won't be dissatisfied. How about that?
Napa Valley doesn't just produce great wine. It is also home to Bear Republic Brewing Company and one of my favorite IPAs. It's very reasonably priced for a craft beer and packs a lot of bang for your buck. I've been recommending Racer 5 IPA to a lot of people this year, and it's number 3 on our year-end list.
I'd give it a 9. This is a great beer. I think this has standard IPA flavor notes, but it has more of an extraordinary flavor and combination of it all. I think that it really brings it all together, and this has a floral bouquet that really comes together well both on the nose and in the mouth.
On my voting sheet, this was my top pick for 2011. I love everything about this beer, except for its availability, because it's not available in Ohio. It has a cool label, a unique name that draws you in, an aroma that begs you to taste it, and a flavor that never disappoints. The label demands that you drink this fresh so that you can fully appreciate those wonderful, in-your-face yet somehow delicate hop flavors. Russian River Brewing Company, please send me more of our number 2 beer of the year, Pliny the Elder.
Honestly, I'd probably pay $15 a bottle for this. Easy.
You would? More than Dogfish Head 120-minute IPA.
Absolutely.
I mean, on a regular basis. I'm not
Absolutely.
talking about like this one-time treat. Like,
Absolutely. No, I would pay that. I mean, I wouldn't. But
I'd pay-
you
I'd
live
pay
within
8
your
or 10
means.
bucks a bottle.
you would?
I really would.
I would not.
Absolutely.
I think it's a good beer, but I mean,
Yeah.
on a regular basis, I mean, I'm not paying.
I mean, I give
$5
this a 10. I don't even know if I gave you my rating, but I give this a 10.
This
so
is
that
1
tells
ounce
you right
more
there.
than a pint.
Hey,
You got a 10.
yeah, this is a good beer. I mean, an amazing beer.
Hey, Adam, you're a 10.
Sure.
Joby, what are you? Is it the? Oh, it's not the perfect score.
Like I said, everyone votes on this list. 2 of the guys picked this as their top beer, and every single person had this somewhere on their list. This beer combines a wonderful flavor at a price you can afford. A working man's craft beer. The name implies mischief and makes you a little curious to taste it. Drum roll, please. Our top beer of 2011, the year of the IPAs, is Little Something Something Ale from the Lagunitas Brewing Company in Petaluma, California.
I feel like IPAs are being redefined. You have so many beers that are just kind of taking on new flavors, new smells, new aromas, new ways of doing things, and you're seeing more cask conditioned ales now as well. So people are really opening up their minds to different beers. So I think that brewers are actually taking that into account. It's really changing the way that everyone thinks about different beers. So I think, again, there's a huge redefinition of craft beers of all different sorts, and I think this is one that is kind of pushing the bounds as well.
Well put. I like that.
Amen, brother.
I can't think of anything else to say.
I mean, I think cheers is
Better beer authority.
Thanks for watching the Better Beer Authority in 2011. We have a lot of great plans for 2012 and look forward to sharing with you our experiences with a ton of great craft beers. I'm James Knott, and this is your Better Beer Authority.
Better Beer Authority, Better Beer Authority.